Good morning, everybody. We have breaking news out of the world of wrestling here on WrestleScope. AEW has just released information that they are going back on the road with live ticketed events coming up in July in Miami, Austin, and Dallas. That's right. Press release from AEW. After safely hosting 27 live ticketed events throughout the past 9 months at Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida, AEW is bringing the excitement of its flagship show, AEW Dynamite, to Miami, Austin, and Dallas this summer. AEW is going to be the first major wrestling promotion to safely return to a traveling schedule since March of 2020. Here are the dates and the locations of those shows. Wednesday, July 7th at the James L. Knight Center in Miami. The following week, Wednesday, July 14th at the HEB Center in Cedar Park, Texas, which is in Austin. And finally, Wednesday, July 21st at the Curtis Culwell Center in Garland, Texas, in the greater Dallas area. Tickets are going to be available starting this Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on AEWTix.com, as well as the Miami and Austin shows will be available through Ticketmaster, and Dallas show will be purchased through the Curtis Culwell Center. Also, they did announce, let's pull this up real quick, a couple of rescheduled shows. A show for St. Louis in June has been rescheduled for Friday, November 5th. And the show in New Orleans has been rescheduled for Wednesday, January 12th. This is exciting news. We've been hearing about the possibility of this coming up for probably about a month now with AEW, and they hit us big with it this morning. Right away this morning, the press release coming out talking about the return to a traveling schedule. Miami, obviously not that far from Jacksonville, Florida, but heading into Texas in July as well. That is exciting to see, and who knows what's going to come up after that. We'll have to see, but these are obviously going to be live shows, so they will not be pre-taping as they have been every other week. But this is great news for AEW. Exciting to see this, exciting for wrestling fans as well. I've talked about on my channel here that they had already, tickets have been sold for events in Milwaukee and Chicago. Milwaukee at the end of August, actually in Chicago at the end of August as well for All Out, though they have not really officially announced those events to the public. Tickets have sold very well for the Milwaukee event on the last Wednesday of August. And obviously All Out, depending on the situation in Illinois, will most likely be a sellout event as well. This is the first time since March of 2020. So really you're looking at 15 months now that a major wrestling promotion has been able to travel around the country. AEW, again, has been doing live shows at Daly's Place for the last 9 months. So really since September of last year, they started doing them, 27 of them, and they have done them very well. Very few issues with those events. So this is exciting to see for AEW. And you would have to think that WWE is not going to be very far behind on this. They have talked about the end of second quarter wanting to be able to announce live shows, which end of second quarter is the end of June. Or is it the beginning of June? Let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June. Nope, that'd be the end of June. Sorry, I had to do the counting on the fingers there, figure it out. The end of June. So you'd have to think that WWE is not going to be very far behind on this because they're not going to want AEW to take the spotlight. Could WWE potentially try to fast track a show for the end of June, or maybe Monday, July 5th? And that way they can say, hey, we are the first touring event for a wrestling promotion. It's not AEW. Who knows? It's whose is bigger than whose at this point in time. We shall see. But I would not be surprised if WWE does not come out with an announcement here in the next 7 to 10 days about something they're going to be doing. But again, just to recap here real quick, exciting news from AEW this morning announcing that they are going back to a live touring schedule starting Wednesday, July 7th in Miami, July 14th in Austin, Texas, and July 21st in Dallas, Texas. Exciting news to be able to share with you on this Monday morning. I'm sure there will be more breakdown from some of the other accounts on YouTube. Definitely keep track of things with the folks over at Wrestle Talk and Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful Select. I'm sure they will have a lot more information on this, as they have a lot of ins with the companies, especially Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful Select. I would encourage you to give them a follow if you're not already. Definitely check them out, and check them out on Patreon too, because they have been releasing a lot of great stuff on Patreon. So definitely follow Fightful Select on Patreon. I don't get anything for that. That's my personal opinion. I've gotten a lot of great information from Sean Ross Sapp and Fightful Select over there. It has been worth it. So thank you very much. I'll keep my ear to the ground on this. I'm going to head over to TikTok right now and post this on TikTok. Follow my Twitter as well. As more information on this is coming out and I see any more details, I will be sharing this as well. Thank you very much. This has been day number 40. Yes, we hit the big 40 on the 61 days of WrestleScope. Like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and again, follow me on all my different social media. We will stay on top of this AEW Dynamite returning to the road story. Thank you very much. This is John. This is WrestleScope. Thank you very much for tuning in this morning. Leave your comments in the comment section, and I will be responding to all of them throughout the day.